Hello everybody, Frozen X Blade here, and today I am back with another awesome Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck profile since today is Wednesday. And as you can see, today we are doing Deskbots, that's right. They've been slowly being released throughout a bunch of sets, and now I'm going to do a deck profile for them. Well guys, before I start this video, if you enjoy, make sure to leave a like down below and subscribe for more content like this. So let's get right on to the deck profile. I'm going to start off with the Deskbot monsters. From weakest, quote-unquote, to strongest. First up, we have Deskbot 1. This is the card that you want in your graveyard. It's also your OTK machine because of its huge attack potential. So this card gains 500 attack and defense for each machine-type monster you control. And if 2 or more machine-type monsters are special summoned at the same time while it's in your graveyard, you can special summon it. Also, it's a tuner, so that lets you go into your synchro plays. It isn't really advisable to machine dupe this thing, even though you can for OTK potential, though. It's best for going into synchros, and it's also your boss monster in a sense, because if you have all four monster slots filled up in your pendulum zones, then that's like a lot of machine type monsters. And his attack can go through the roof. Next up, we have Deskbot 2, which is your searcher and also kind of like a little attack booster. When it's special summoned, machine dupe, you can add 1 Deskbot card from your deck to your hands. You can search any Deskbot, and as I was hinting at earlier, this card works amazingly with machine duplication. And its second effect is all machine-type monsters you control gain 500 attack and defense, except for this card, so that card also boosts attack a little bit too, which is pretty cool. Next up is Deskbot 3. This is the one that you're going to want to normal summon, which is why we run that double summon swag. When it's normal summoned, you can special summon 1 Deskbot monster from your deck, except Deskbot 3. Once per turn during either player's turn, you can target 1 Deskbot monster you control. It gains 500 attack and defense for each Deskbot card you control until the end of this turn. So not only does it let you special summon 1 from your deck for free and get a search off with 2, during your opponent's battle phase, you can just max out attack and destroy people. Now the optimal play with this is to go Deskbot 3 normal summon, special summon Deskbot 2, get a search for whatever, double summon, normal summon another Deskbot 3, and then you can special summon a 1. So all you need for that one is a 1 Deskbot 3 and 1 double summon. So that's a pretty cool combo. Next up we have Deskbot 4. I don't really like this card that much, but I'll go over its effect anyway. If this card battles a monster during damage calculation, you can send 1 Deskbot monster from your deck to the graveyard, and if you do, it gains attack equal to the level of that monster sent by this effect times 500. So, you can boost its attack by a good 3,000 with Deskbot 6 or 2,500 with 5, but it's still not that great compared to like Deskbot 1, which can go all the way up to 5,000, well 4,000, and then like get boosted by all the other cards. And its second effect is if this card destroys a monster by battle, you can special summon 2 Deskbot monsters with different levels from your hand or graveyard in defense position. Now you're probably thinking, wow, this is an awesome effect, but the problem with it is it doesn't, the timing is off in such a way that it doesn't work with Deskbot 1's effect. So if you mill Deskbot 1 to activate this card's effect, and then you destroy a monster and special summon 2, you won't get to special summon Deskbot 1 simply because the timing is off on Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro. So that's why I only run 1. Next up for the pendulums, we have 3 Deskbot 5 and 3 Deskbot 6. Their pendulum effects basically just mean you can only pendulum summon Deskbots, but their monster's effect, both of them gain 500 attack for each Deskbot monster in your extra deck that's face up, so if they boost themselves. And also, if they're in your pendulum zone and they're destroyed, you can special summon the 1 Deskbot monster from your graveyard. And its last effect is When Deskbot 5 is special summoned, you can destroy one spell or trap on the field, and when Deskbot 6 is special summoned, you can change the battle position of one monster on the field. So you got some pretty good OTK potential with these guys. Also, 6's scale is 1 and 5's scale is 10, making the only one you can't pendulum summon being 1. Next up, onto the tech, we have one glow up bulb because we run 1 for 1 and it's amazing. We have one debris dragon, which is awesome with this deck because every single Deskbot has 500 attack. One Machina Gear Frame and one Machina Fortress. These are good tech cards that I found. Like, helps you get out a beater when you are running out of plays, and Machina Fortress is just generally a really awesome card. Onto the spells, we have 1 for 1 because we run 4 level 1s and it's a really good card. Raigeki, 3 double summon for that combo that I explained earlier. A lot of people don't like this card in it, so if you play around with this deck a little bit and you don't like it, you can sub it out for like Inferno Reckless Summon or something. But I love double summon personally. 1 soul charge because triggers one's effect, I'm pretty sure. 3 machine dupe. This card is god with this deck. It's god. Everything's attack is 500. You can go into an instant infinity. You can get 3 searches off of it. You can get, like, machine duplication is absolutely ridiculous in this deck. Next I run 3 upstart because chances are you're going to be dealing more than enough damage to get past that 1000 extra life points. 1 foolish, 1 limited removal. Wow, if this card wasn't limited, this deck would be meta. We have 3 anti-magic arrows. I prefer this to trap stun because, it's not a trap. That simple. So I like running anti-magic arrows. And lastly, 3 Call the Haunted, because you're going to be having a lot of stuff in the graveyard. Next up, onto the extra deck, we have 1 Leo Keeper of the Sacred Tree. We have 1 Deskbot Jet, which is technically the Deskbot's boss monster. It's not very good, but I'll explain its effect anyway. It gains 500 attack and defense for each Deskbot card on the field, and you can only use one of these effects per turn. You can target 1 Deskbot card you control, destroy it, and then special summon 1 Deskbot monster from your deck. And you can target 1 Deskbot card you control and 1 other face-up monster on the field and destroy them. Now, this would be a good card, except for its high level. It's a level 10, and that can be quite hard to make in Deskbots, especially if you're only using the smaller monsters. Next up, we have 1 Trish, hooray! 1 Scarrite, 1 Odd-Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon, 1 Black Rose, 1 Yugioh, 1 Barkian, 1 Armades, 1 Beast, 1 High-Speed Roid Shan Barrator, I don't really know how to say that, and 1 Great Old One Haster. Onto the Ixies, we have 1 Cyber Dragon Infinity and 1 Cyber Dragon Nova, because you can go into that with Machine Dupe with this, and you can, yeah. And then for our last one, we have Gear Gig and X. We don't run that many level 4 machine types in this build, so I'm thinking of taking it out. But when you do have Gear Frame and Deskbot 4, you can use him, get off of research, and it's really cool. Well guys, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like down below and subscribe for more content like this. That's it for this video, and I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.